Hello everyone, we're back with some fake Grand Order, and I chose to sit in a terrible position to do my opening. I was like sitting on one of my legs, and I have my microphone hooked up, like, it's held together by duct tape practically. Not literally, metaphorically duct tape. It's metaphorical, not, I can't even afford real duct tape. Every part of it that could possibly be falling apart is falling apart. It's a blue snowball, so it has 3 legs. One of the legs is fallen off, so I have it propped up on like this cube thing. The part where the microphone like screws into the stand isn't working anymore, so it's just in there. Like if I turn it upside down, it would almost fall out. And then my pop filter, the part of it where it like screws in, I guess I screwed it too tight because part of it just went flying off. So yeah, everything's a mess. It is 5 years old though, so maybe I should get a new one. I was actually looking at that earlier today. It's like a blue Yeti. That's $100, but also it looks pretty nice. I think this one was like $50. So that's $10 a year. That's not bad. Now you there. Huh? You mean me? Hey, we're going to the temple. I thought we were talking to a stranger at first. Yes, you. Who are you? You're gonna be part of my crew. I figure I should probably know your name. Wow. I'm Manjicardo. Never heard of you. That's so. What's with that wooden sword? Don't you have any other halfway decent weapons you could be using instead? First I thought it might change to a real sword when you activate your normal phantasm, but apparently not. None of your business. Says all weapons are pretty much the same anyway. True. Well, can it shoot beams though? That's the important part. You're not a saber, unless you can shoot beams. He's a rider, but he's also a saber. You think? Oh, you're welcome to your opinion, but I think you might be in the overwhelming minority there. Think Atalanta. The bow she got from Artemis was easily her most prized possession. Found that out firsthand when she put me in an arm lock that nearly tore my arms clean out of their sockets after I hid it under her bed as a prank. I wonder if she's gonna show up. I mean, she's in Okeanos, but you know, Drake was in Okeanos. Is it only Drake? I mean, there's lots of similarities between the two. Sounds like you had it coming. She won't even stop after I very clearly screamed, "I give!" I don't know, but at least one other servant who said much the same thing as Manjicardo. Let's see, who was it? Hector? Really? All weapons are the same, but it doesn't matter what you use. I don't remember Okeanos that much. That line. Right, it was Hector. Exclamation point! Well, this might just be this old man's opinion, but ultimately, it doesn't matter what kind of weapon you use. Manjicardo is from a completely different part of history. Mythology than Hector, so don't get me wrong, there's lots of work involved in getting ready to fight. Not every weapon and piece of armor will fall apart eventually if you use them too long. If you're so dead set on using one particular weapon that you don't know how to handle anything else, well, you're not a real warrior in my book. The way I see it, a real warrior needs to be proficient with swords, spears, bows, axes, everything really. This is at a castle, so I don't think this was in Okeanos, because Hector was on a ship, at least for most of it. You think this is from his interlude? It goes for masters too. Can't always just have a berserker charge straight into the enemy and expect to get very far. Even if you don't have any weapons at all, you can't just give up your will to fight or stop trying new things. You need to keep your mind flexible, always think about what you need to do to win. Might be hard at first. It's easier the more you stick with it. It says there's nothing harder to take than losing. Or is this him talking to Manjicardo, but like in this Lost Boat? Was he one of like the Olympus servants? But it was a weird background for it because that's the French castle. No kidding. Hector the hero really said that? Or does Manjicardo just look up to Hector? Ha! This sounds exactly like something he would say. No, that's not to say he's wrong. Of course, I doubt any amount of will or resourcefulness is going to make much difference in this situation. Jason comes from before the Trojan War, right? I believe so. All that aside, this Lost Boat really is intriguing. Figure something out, Professor? I noticed it's been easier to maintain my spirit origin ever since we stepped foot on this island. This original Captain Nemo is already back to his old self, even after sustaining critical injuries. Oh, that's probably just the Theo's Clearonomia at work. That's part of it, yes, but it's helped along by the fact that this lost spot is absolutely steeped in magical energy. These lost spots the trees of emptiness created don't resurrect the past. They're a continuation of worlds that exist as a present-day phenomenon. So are we still in the Age of Gods? I mean, obviously we have gods, but that's like a magical thing. In our world, the atmosphere's magical energy, that is mana, has been declining steadily since the AD era began. But in this world, it's almost absurd how much of it there is. It's practically everywhere you look, on a level that would be unimaginable in proper human history. Most of the other lost spots have plenty of magical energy to spare too, but this is on a completely different scale. So given how we're all beings made out of magical energy ourselves, it makes sense that we'll be in such good condition here. And that's not all. Why did you start digging? Magical energy is even seeped into the soil. So much so that if a servant were to bury themselves in it up to their head and go to sleep, they'd be able to remain active for a significant amount of time without any additional sources of magical energy. Okay, we got a ground Nemo coming. If we dig a little further. What's that? What is it? What, did you hit the underworld? Wonder what it is. There are a number of ways that islands typically form, but these appear to have formed around some sort of machine that ceased functioning. Oh! You mean more god remains? I'm assuming it being called Hecate Island is literal, and that these are the remains of Hecate. Yes, exactly. Who, by the way, is the goddess of magic. And Crossroads. I'm not sure why Crossroads, but apparently they put statues of her at Crossroads. Not sure why, how or why, but these remains became the base for these islands. These islands then went on to spawn plants, animals, and eventually an entire civilization. Moderately sized remains were repurposed as weapons, armor, and prosthetics, while larger ones became central points for villages. I suspect the temples we've been visiting were originally something installed in these remains. That is to say, these ruins are actually spaceships or something? He took the words out of my mouth. That's somewhat irritating. Well, hey, what's done is done. I don't know what else you want Master to say. This is my only dialogue option. Anyway, spaceships, huh? That's nuts. Wouldn't that make this place a full-blown alternate world? Basically, yes. However, still not sure how these spaceships tie into the Olympian gods. Did they not put two and two together with Artemis? That's the biggest mystery confronting me now. Even Triton is telling me. I don't remember my father being that mechanical. Sure, just one of the differences between ours and this lost belt. Either way, it's got nothing to do with us. That's 2 typos I've noticed today. You can indulge your academic pursuits all you like once you've kicked Odysseus' butt, pardon my French. Might be right, I can't just not think about these things. That's my job as the professor, after all. On a different matter, looks like Bartholomew's calling us. There aren't any border guards stationed here. At least, there usually shouldn't be. Okay. Not end of scene. Food's ready. Thanks, Charlotte. Sorry, my Corday. No, that's okay. Feels yanked hearing you call me Charlotte. In fact, I actually think I'd prefer it if you did. Munch, munch. Not bad. Little booze and it'd be even better. Absolutely not. I know. That's delicious, Corday. Thank you for cooking. Oh, it's no trouble, especially with Mondricardo helping me out. I wouldn't mind the cooking either, you know. No, this is my job. Not much use in battle, after all, so it's the least I can do. I don't think that's true at all. She probably wouldn't even listen if I told her so. Heck, it's not like she's the only servant here with low self-esteem. Still, at least she can use a knife. Look, Jason has all the esteem for the 3 of you. Well, does Nemo Professor count as a servant? For the 4 of you. It's gotta be way better than me and my wooden sword. Gotcha. That's all I can think of to say. Can't come up with even a single pithy remark. Question mark? Never mind. Just forget it. Huh? Hey, where'd Horsey go? What, I'm not narrating? Oh, you said he was going to get some fresh air. Then whose POV are we? Excuse me for a bit. Drake! Yo. I, just ain't if you're feeling bummed. I'd rather be alone right now. I miss my cool pirate waifu. It's okay, I don't mind you joining me. Thank you. That one. Appreciate it. No, I don't have time to be broken up over this, but... Question mark? What's the problem? It's normal for people to be broken up when someone they care about dies, am I right? But she's not actually dead. She's gonna show back up on a ship and like immediately die again. Wait, that's not the right way to use that expression, is it? I just think it's pointless to tell someone who's feeling sad to stop feeling sad. Don't get me wrong, someone to start whining in the middle of a battle would be the first to slap some sense into them. But if you're not in battle and you're feeling sad, I say go ahead and feel sad. You might be our master, but more than that, you're just a decent human being. So of course you're going to want to grieve for the dead. That being said, servants don't answer summons so you can feel sad for them. Thinking how that lady used to be a pirate who probably went around stealing and killing when she was alive. And yes, getting to save humanity meant even more to her than it would for most other servants. Well, not that I get any idea how pirates think. So as long as you don't forget about her, but that's all the reward she needs. That's how it's always been. Yeah, makes sense. Crap. Now what should I say? Gonna get the feeling that no matter what I say now, it's just gonna make him feel worse. I could tell him not to feel bad for us because we're just pawns, but something tells me you won't find it too convincing. And this is so hard. Ah, he said it out loud. Crap, I can't believe I just said that out loud. It really is hard. Yeah, for sure. You know, he was saying that about thinking of something to say, but we think he said that just about the situation. Hey, if you ever need a vent, I'm always happy to join you. Not that I'm an especially good talker or a good listener. How about pointless chit-chat? Pointless chit-chat sounds perfect. Girl, I already wasted half my life on pointless stuff anyway. Huh? What's with the look? Okay. Not too familiar with my legend, are you? Oh, well, don't worry. I'm not offended at all. Believe me, I get it. Wait, why is there no music? Still. I suppose one boring story could be a good distraction. Now play a song. Used to be the king of some nation somewhere. At least, I think I was. Now that I'm a servant, I can't even remember what it was called. Oh, wow. Sounds pretty cold when I put it like that, huh? Anyway, I gave up my claim to the throne and became an adventurer so I could avenge my father. That part's all fine. Problem came when I found a set of armor in one of my adventures. The armor was Hector's, one of the legendary heroes of the Trojan War. That war had heroes out of the wazoo. Okay, so that's why he reacted to Hector earlier. The armor belonged to the hero who made a name for himself by defending his city for years, right up to his death. So once I found that armor, Fairy talked me into making a stupid pledge. Is he Link? I vowed that until I found Hector's sword, the legendary one-of-a-kind Dorandel. Oh, is Hector the one with Dorandel? I'd never wield another sword as long as I lived. You never managed to find it then? No, see, that's the thing. I did find it, just like I wanted to. But there we are. Come on, Horsey. What happened when we found the sword? You need to get plenty of rest to make sure you're well rested for tomorrow. Alright, guess we can finish the story later. Oh, but trust me, it's not much of a cliffhanger. Not to get too spoily, but I can tell you right now. Ends with me being dumb, pardon my French. Is that foreshadowing for something? Is Mondricardo about to do something dumb? But it's a dumb, greed, brave. From his perspective, dumb, but maybe, you know, it was actually, you know, a good thing. I don't know Mondricardo, so I don't know if that's true or not. Could just be reading too much into it. Aren't you still MP3? I know she gets level 90, I think from Lost World 6. I don't know if her NP goes up though. Well, then Berserker, seems like Edmund is perfect. Dot dot dot. Something wrong, Mr. Jason? I know captains often tend to be on edge, but you look like seaweed that's been left out in the sun for too long. You do look kind of pale. Are you feeling okay? I'm fine, it's nothing. Alright, it's something. I'm getting chills down my spine for some reason. Maybe I'm coming down with a cold? You're a servant. I'm assuming Odysseus is after us. Well, sure, but then how else to explain these chills? Unless... she's here. Oh no, Medea! She? Who? Fall? Or the fool? Medea, of course. Who else could I possibly mean? Oh no, he's terrified. The most terrifying, ill-tempered person ever. The last person I ever want to make angry, let alone be around when she is. Like, I don't even want to be around her when she isn't angry. That's who? Medea, the haughty queen of the 4 crowns. Oh, Medea was taught by Hector, right? I think? I think that's where I know her Hector's name from. Isn't that only because of how you typically conduct yourself, Mr. Jason? Because you are, to put it mildly, sea scum? Really? This is a woman who once used a demon god pillar to make pancakes! And you think I'm the problem? Yikes! Anyway, putting all that aside, this is me, Medea's here. Is that from her Valentine Day scene, or is that from her interlude? I think that's her interlude. Medea's Lily's interlude. Because if she is, she could be a tremendous help to us. True. And now all we got is a rider, me, Saber, Jason, an assassin Corday, and a shoulder to Mashu. So having a caster backing us up from the rear could make the whole team stronger. Oh gods, please no. Then again. Just so you know, she tries to kill me the moment we see her. I'm running away and never looking back. Got it? You that worried about her? This is a bit much, don't you think? Smells like there's some demonic beasts up ahead. Probably be a good idea to get your weapons ready. Hope it's not Medea. When I tell her you said that. Please don't! I don't want to die! What's going on? Are they defending that cave? No, they're not. Take a look through these binoculars, Master. Thanks. If anything, it looks like they're trying to get in. The demonic beasts? Or, either way, it looks like a safe bet that there's something in that cave we'll probably want to see for ourselves. Just say the word, Master, and we'll sneak up and take them by surprise. Like, oh. Cool. This is my third big video today. Ever since I moved, I've gotten back into the flow of recording. I've built that hype up. I think the last video before I recorded, I was thinking about, like, you know, I don't have to record Fate Grand Order anymore. Like, I was actually considering dropping it. But now, you know, I'm back to having a good time. Maybe the change of environment helped. Okay, that's pretty strong Chimera. Wait, what's the increase attack and decrease damage taken? Okay, that's... Why not just increase its stats without that buff? Oh well, it doesn't matter. Gives us more time to talk, I guess. What's up with me? Well, I already talked about... What did I talk about last game? Video games? Ooh, I could talk about a... Well, I guess by the time this comes out, it'll already be out on my channel, most likely. But in a couple days, and the developers of the House in Fata Morgana are releasing a new visual novel, Seventh Layer. It's I don't know what to call it. I think it's a more comedy driven. Like, it uses the same sprites and artwork from Fata Morgana, but I believe it's entirely new characters. Just they look the same. I think they've done that with like 2 or 3 visual novels, just reusing assets to, you know, get it done, which can work. Like, I'm trying to think, there was something else that Well, okay, this isn't the example I was thinking of, but I know of it. American Horror Story. I watched like one episode of it because someone I know was into it. And I believe every season they reuse the same actors. And, you know, if you give a different character the same actor, they can give you kind of the same vibe. Which, I mean, you can even do that with, like, you know, how characters get typecasted. But this looks like the interior of the temples we've seen here. Strictly speaking, those aren't actually temples and were never used for worship. They're more like Theo's Cleronomia dispensing devices. The internal machinery is all in perfect working order. How were we able to get in here when those demonic beasts weren't? I thought the same thing. Noticed a momentary flash of magical energy when it came in, but aside from that, this is Medea's doing. Looks like she put up a bounded field that would keep out any unwanted visitors, while also making sure it automatically disengaged if someone from Chaldea showed up. Or I did. Is that a letter? Oh, is she one of the Olympus group? Yes, would you mind going back outside without me? I want to read this in private. Alright, come on everyone, let's go then. Go on, time's a wasting. It actually is rigged to explode when Jason opens it. Corday, wait. You okay? Of course I am, don't be ridiculous. I'm hurt and go already. Okay. Now then. Oh no. Hello, glad you're here. Ah, you scared me! Wait, what is this? Some kind of hologram or something? What a luck on this letter to ensure that only you could read it, Lord Jason. Is everyone else gone already? Yeah, they're gone. Why do you ask? Is that some kind of dig? Alright, Lord Jason. I love you completely and fully from the bottom of my heart. Oh no. It's full on Medea Lily. But of course that all goes without saying, doesn't it? Yes, I know already. You wrote this letter after you abandoned us. Yes, that's right. If you're reading this, and I've either successfully made it to Olympus, or you're dead. Or I'm dead. Either way, I have no regrets. Sure, Hercules felt the same. Without his valiant sacrifice, No, it wasn't just him. Everyone has given all they have, their weapons, their will, even their very selves, to this fight. I don't know how many of us will make it to Olympus, but I'm going to do the best I can to save the world. And you know, Lord Jason, in spite of everything, I still trust you. Completely. Oh, please. Oh no, when it comes to how you act around women and such, I don't trust you one bit. But I do fully trust in your hero, is it? Shazam prepared an absolutely wonderful present for you. Oh? It's a mystic coat I made just for you. Put my heart and soul into it. Oh, interesting. Well, if nothing else, you always were a ridiculously prodigious talent when it came to magecraft. Very well, I will accept this gift of yours, and it makes him unable to interact with a woman. You'll find it enclosed within this letter. This charm can... Oh. Are you kidding me? What kind of idiotic effect is that? Couldn't you have included at least one halfway decent useful spell? Well, I guess it's at least better than nothing. Or is it? Expected you to be somewhat dissatisfied with it, and for that I'm sorry. Making that mystical really took a lot of effort. Really was the best I could do. Wait, I could see. She looks so sickly, even in the hologram. Oh, and one more thing. I left you some data on the islands you'll encounter up ahead. I think you'll find it useful. I wonder if we unlock them on the map now. Oh yeah, honestly that's the most helpful thing I've gotten out of this whole mess by far. Frankly, if she hadn't included it, I don't know what the heck we would have done. Farewell, my beloved Lord Jason. May your journey be blessed with good fortune. Good fortune, pardon my French. But God will go around handing out good fortune when it's the gods themselves who we're trying to destroy. Hercules and I will be showering blessings down upon you. Oh, well, I guess in that case. Oh, and also enclosing some of my love. Moi. Oh no. I love Jason. Welcome back, Jason. Good, you're all here. Take a good look at me. Question mark? So what's the Mystic Code do? Never been cursed or anything, have I? Because that letter ended in one heck of a bombshell. No, you don't look any different to me. Of course, that might just be because I'm not a caster. My analysis isn't detecting anything unusual either. Hey, Medea's on your shoulder! Oh, get her off! Get her off! Horsey, don't even joke. Not about that. Not ever. I swear. Best dialogue option. Nope, forget it. I didn't see anything. Wait. Did that actually show up? Well, anyway, we got our next destination. You know? How do you know? Because Medea left me data on all the other islands. We want to add more people to our party, right? And now we've got our next stop. Oh, okay. We're just leaving the island? Hold on, let's see. Where are we on the map? What's this? More needles? It's 3 needles in a row. Well, I guess 6. Okay. Oh, we know where the next one is. Who is that? I mean, the girl makes me think Hades, but that does look a little feminine. So I don't know. Yeah, apparently this, I saw this on the Wikipedia page for Hecate. They would put these at crossroads, like 3-faced statues. They had a fancy Greek name, like HorseyEatYou or something. Oh, Hephaestus. Okay, got a blacksmith's. I'm gonna assume it's him. I read a little bit about him for Final Fantasy XIV. Because the new raids have Greek-themed... Well, 2 Greek-named bosses. Well, technically 4, but 2 that... 1 that matters. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time with some more Figure in Order. I'm going to take my break for today. So I did 3 videos today, which, very good progress. But, that's like the breaking point. Anyways, see you guys next time. Bye.